For more than 100 years, First Choice Bank has provided dedicated community banking to North Mississippi. The banking products and services you need when you need them. At First Choice, you're our priority. Make First Choice your choice for banking.
What would you give for a child you loved? To make their wish come true? To help them fight a critical illness? Just imagine what you'd do. Every single one of us can make the stars align, because when we come together, hope and joy will shine.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning to you. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning, and I am meteorologist Maggie McCauley. Thanks for, as always, joining us on your Thursday morning. Hope you have your cup of coffee ready to go as you're getting out the door. Let me let you know what you need to know in the weather department before we get you out the door. Here's what's happening today. Slight rain chance into your afternoon hours, and then after that, hot temps make a comeback at the end of the week. I'm talking warm for those Friday night football games, and then we're going to be tracking a few cold fronts on the way, one today and then one into your weekend ahead. So a little bit busier here in the weather department nonetheless. One of those cold fronts, again, is inching its way in today. We're tracking it right now. It's in places like the plains over in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, extended up north as well. It's going to continue to inch closer and closer in today, and as it does, that's where that rain chance comes in. Now, very small rain chance, not like the last few days. We've seen more scattered storms. I'm talking very isolated in nature, and some of us seeing a little bit better of that chance than others. Let me zoom in and show you what's going on Mississippi Live radar this morning, because it's really not a lot of anything. Take a look at this. I'm not tracking anything out there this morning. The past few mornings I have, at least in some areas. Today, all of us starting off on a dry note. So that is some good news as you're headed out the door for your Thursday. Take a look at the cameras, though. A little bit of a nice start. Some clouds out there in Aberdeen. Temperatures in the middle 60s out there. Overall, though, again, starting off on a dry note. You see those clouds just overhead in Tupelo as well. So all of us seeing clouds out the door this morning, but no ongoing rainfall. So again, that's some good news. Temperatures right now in the middle to upper 60s. Due to all that cloud cover packed in right now, it acts almost like a blanket or an insulator. It keeps temperatures a little bit warmer overnight. So as you're headed out the door this morning, temperatures in the middle 60s to even near 70, like in South Haven, Greenwood, over in Greenville as well. Majority of North Mississippi actually sitting in the middle 60s right now. So not as cool of a start as we've been seeing. Here's over the first 12 hours what you can expect for your day ahead. Temperature is going to continue to rise. We'll be in the upper 70s by 10, back in the 80s today, upper 80s. Wouldn't be surprised if some of us touch 90 today. And then we'll add in some rain chances as we head into the later afternoon and early evening hours. That's the main story for today. I want to show you more of an overview forecast as we head over the next few days, tracking in a few cold fronts in the mix. Again, here's the first one on your Thursday. Really later afternoon, early evening is when we're going to be watching this finally inch into the area. As it does, could try to squeeze out a few showers from us, but you can see the majority of that shower activity is actually going to be sitting up to our north and east. Watch this as we head into Friday. That front really doesn't do anything for our temperature wise because we reload and we're watching another one come in by your Friday night. Now, because of this coming in, it kind of acts like a squeeze play, and we see wind return from the south, couldn't get my word out there, and warm temperatures return for Friday before this front does make it in. So pretty warm out there for your Friday night football games. We'll have more details on that in just a minute. But again, this cold front extended out. It's going to be passing through mainly later in the overnight hours into your early Saturday. So you can see this is Friday at 7. We're still dry. I think that's really going to be the story for us here for Friday night football games. So that is some good news. Carol, maybe a few stray showers if you're way far northwest Mississippi. could see a few of those a little bit earlier than the rest of us. Most of us don't see that until overnight and then into your early Saturday. That's when we're going to be watching the majority of that activity come in. Here's the good news. I think this is mainly morning to noon, and then we start to dry out for the rest of your Saturday. So that's as well good news if you have any Saturday plans. Coming up next, we're going to be talking exactly hour by hour. When can you expect the rain today? Who's going to be seeing the best chance of rain today as well? We'll be talking Friday night football, everything that's going on with the tropics. All of that is coming up next. So you're going to want to stick with this on Mississippi Live Weather.
March 24th, 2023 was a normal Friday. You know, we knew the weather was not good, but we needed to take shelter, and we didn't have shelter. My husband and almost 2-year-old daughter, Ethan and Riley, they did lose their lives in the storm. We're still recovering from it. We'll always be recovering from it. Matt Lawpon cares about the community. He's not just there to collect a paycheck. I feel like Matt Lawpon has proven himself trustworthy.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McAuley.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, we're live from the Room to Room Weather Center this morning. I'm meteorologist Maggie McAuley. As always, thank you for joining in with us and starting your morning with us here at Mississippi Live Weather. Take a look outside right now on Mississippi Live radar, seeing nothing in terms of rain this morning. So that's some good news. As you're headed out the door, no ongoing rainfall. Actually, some pretty beautiful conditions, lots of clouds out there, but still a nice sunrise ongoing. This is a look in Blue Springs. You can see on those traffic cameras from MDOT, on 22 and all the directions looking good to go. So that is good news over in Blue Springs. And again, beautiful and nice conditions as well. You can see that over in Amory. Lots of clouds to start off the day, but overall no ongoing rainfall. Good to go within the roads, good to go within the airways as well. If you're planning on hopping on a flight or know anybody heading back, I'm not looking at any delays region-wide this morning. As for your school day ahead, as you're dropping the kids off, temperature is going to be in the middle 60s out there. We'll be in the upper 70s by lunch and then into the 80s this afternoon. It's going to be another warm day ahead, and that trend is going to continue into your Friday as well. High temperatures today, again, in the 80s for most, some of us in the 90s as well. Low 90s to upper 80s is what I'm looking at as for your forecast high on your Thursday. Let's talk about that all-important rain chance because it's still hanging on. Rain chance is still hanging on over the next few days all the way through Saturday. So let me show you exactly when can you expect them. Again, good to go as we're headed into the mid-morning. I think we're good to go until noon on your Thursday as well. Most of us stay very dry today. However, I can't rule out a stray shower in some places. Really, I'm thinking Lee County to Lafayette County and north of that. So New Albany, Boonville, Corinth, Iuka, possibly seeing a stray downpour into your afternoon and evening hours. But you can see the majority of us stay very, very dry throughout your day ahead. And again, that's due to that cold front coming in. Really sit dry after that as well as we head overnight into your Friday. Let's talk about Friday. I know a lot of us have plans. You can see that southerly wind return. I think the main story for Friday is just going to be the heat. It's not going to be excessive. I'm not expecting any heat alerts to be put out, but it's going to be warm, especially in comparison to the last few days and even the last few weeks we've seen. As we head through noon, I think we stick dry. It's the afternoon and evening. I can't rule out a stray shower, but the majority of that activity is going to be sitting off to our west. I don't think it's anything that's going to be canceling a game or inhibiting that. Could see a few stray showers as we head 9, 10 o'clock. So as you're wrapping up those games, yes, we could see a passing downpour or two. But again, I think the majority of that activity is still sitting off to our west, and we really won't see the bulk of that until we head Friday night into your Saturday. We are under severe weather risk into Friday. Again, this is mainly for the overnight hours into your early Saturday morning. A very limited risk, level 1. We're included in that. Some of us, not everybody. So really northwest Mississippi and really clipping that Mississippi and Tennessee state line. You can see this extends from Kentucky all the way down into portions of Oklahoma and Texas. Very limited. Again, could see some hail out of this system. Very sparse in nature, so not expecting a lot of that. But again, that is on there for your Friday night into your Saturday. Let's talk about this weekend ahead. Again, rain chances for your Saturday, mainly for the front half of the day due to that cold front coming in. Highs only in the middle 80s after that. And look at that. Sunday is our peak day out of the weekend. If you want anything to do, I would go and do it on Sunday. It's really looking nice out there. High temperatures only in the low 80s, so we're back to well below average for this time of year. And again, a dry into the weekend. Sunday is looking very dry. Still watching the tropics. I've been showing you this over and over again, but the National Hurricane Center has continued to bump up their chance of formation with it. So I'm going to continue to update you with it. Still looking at this disorganization of really showers and storms coming off the African coastline. It is looking to move into this little red blob right here over the next 7 days. Has a very high chance of development as it does because it's moving into a more favorable environment. About an 80% chance. That was 70 yesterday morning. So now they bumped it up to 80, and then they've also bumped up that 2-day chance into 40. So again, we're keeping our eye on this. As soon as it does organize and if it gets named, we will let you know right here on Mississippi Live Weather. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. We're seeing temperatures in the low 90s to upper 80s today, middle 90s tomorrow. So definitely warmer out there. 80s return for your weekend ahead, so that is some good news. And then 80s return all the way into your next work week. And as you can see, we've really trended down rain chances Monday, Tuesday into Wednesday. So if you got any plans going into next week, it's really looking good to go. So that is some good news. Again, rain chances through Saturday, and then we kind of start to dry out from there. Make sure to tune in with us. We'll have our next live cast at 7 and 7:30 this morning. I'll bring you the latest, and we'll talk about that all important Friday Night Football cast as well. And then also you can catch us at 5, 6, and 10 this evening.
At Bulldog Burger, we take the burger game to the next level, like the Freshman 15, stacked with panko fried mozzarella. Unleash your appetite.
Growing up, Gabe was naturally curious when he began to discover weather. Gabe just didn't want to know what was happening, but he wanted to know why it was happening. Gabe became fascinated with tornadoes, and it impacted his life. He wanted to pursue a career in meteorology. Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.